Think WD-40 is just for squeaky doors? Think again. This little blue and yellow can hold motorcycle secrets that mechanics don't want you to know. From making your bike shine like new to fixing annoying problems in seconds, these hacks will blow your mind. Miss just one, and you might be making your rides harder than they need to be. Ready to unlock the secrets? Let's go. Alright, let's talk about chain cleaning. You know that nasty gunk that builds up on your motorcycle chain over time. You could spend hours scrubbing with a degreaser, or you could do it the easy way. WD-40 isn't just for stopping squeaks, it's a secret weapon for dissolving stubborn grease and grime. Just spray it on your chain, let it sit for a few minutes, and wipe it off with a clean cloth. The dirt comes right off like magic. Now, before you panic about WD-40 ruining your chain, let's clear up a common myth. WD-40 is not a lubricant, but it won't destroy your O-rings either. It's a cleaner, not a replacement for actual chain lube. So after you clean the chain, make sure to apply a proper motorcycle chain lubricant to keep it running smoothly. Otherwise, you'll end up with a dry, noisy, and worn-out chain faster than you can say WD-40. And here's a pro tip: spray a little WD-40 on a toothbrush and use it to scrub between the chain links for those hard-to-reach spots. Your chain will look brand new, and you'll wonder why you ever wasted money on expensive cleaners. So next time your chain looks like it's been through a war zone, grab that blue and yellow can and make your life easier. Moving on. We've all been there. You go to loosen a bolt, and it feels like it's been welded in place. Rust is every rider's worst nightmare, but here's the good news. WD-40 can save you from hours of frustration and busted knuckles. Before you grab a hammer or worse, strip the bolt completely. Try this. Spray some WD-40 on the rusty bolt and give it about 10 to 15 minutes to work its magic. WD-40 penetrates deep into the rust, breaking it down and making the bolt easier to turn. Sometimes, if the rust is really bad, you might need to let it sit a bit longer or give it another spray. But once it does its job, you'll be able to loosen that bolt with ease. Do you want to prevent rust from coming back? Then spray a light coat of WD-40 on your bolts and metal surfaces before storing your bike, especially if you live in a humid area. It creates a protective barrier that repels moisture, which is the main culprit behind rust. Here's a little extra trick. If you're dealing with super stubborn rust, spray WD-40 and then gently tap the bolt with a wrench. The vibrations help the formula penetrate even deeper. No more struggling with rusted-on bolts, just smooth, hassle-free maintenance. So, up next. Nothing ruins the look of a motorcycle like dirty, stained exhaust pipes. Whether it's road grime, melted boot rubber, or just oxidation, your pipes can go from showroom shiny to dull and grimy in no time. But don't worry, WD-40 is about to become your best friend. First, make sure your exhaust pipes are completely cool. Spraying WD-40 on hot pipes can cause it to evaporate too quickly. Once cooled, spray a generous amount on the pipes and let it sit for a few minutes. Then, grab a microfiber cloth and start wiping. You'll be amazed at how easily the grime comes off. If there are stubborn spots, a little fine steel wool or a soft bristle brush can help. Got melted rubber from your boots on the exhaust? No problem. Spray some WD-40, let it soak for a bit, and then gently scrub it away. It breaks down the rubber without damaging the metal. This hack not only makes your bike look great, but also adds a protective layer that helps prevent rust and discoloration. So if you want your exhaust to keep turning heads instead of looking like it belongs in a scrapyard, give it the WD-40 treatment. Moving on, have you ever washed your bike only to have water spots ruin the fresh shine? It's annoying, right? Here's the trick: WD-40. After washing and drying your bike, lightly spray WD-40 on a microfiber cloth and wipe down your paintwork. It adds a sleek, polished look while creating a water-repelling barrier that keeps your paint from getting those ugly spots. Just don't spray it directly on the paint, always apply it with a cloth to avoid overuse. This also works wonders for chrome and other metal parts. It helps repel dust and dirt, meaning your bike stays cleaner for longer. Plus, it makes wiping off future grime much easier. Who doesn't want their ride to look fresh with minimal effort? And if you're worried about WD-40 damaging the paint, don't be. As long as you use it sparingly and wipe off any excess, it's completely safe. Try this next time you clean your bike and enjoy that showroom shine for days. Just imagine, nothing is more annoying than pulling your clutch or brake lever and hearing that awful squeak. It's like nails on a chalkboard every time you ride. But here's the simple fix: WD-40. Just spray a little WD-40 at the pivot points of your levers and work them back and forth a few times. The squeak disappears instantly, and everything moves smoothly again. But here's the key: don't get WD-40 on your brake discs or pads. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Spray it carefully, or use a cloth to apply it precisely. This trick is also great for throttle cables, kickstands, and foot pegs, anywhere that metal moves against metal. A quick spray and everything feels brand new again. No more embarrassing squeaks when you stop at a red light, just smooth, effortless control. Moving on, imagine riding with a foggy helmet visor, which is not just annoying, it's downright dangerous. But guess what? WD-40 can fix that too. Spray a little WD-40 on a soft cloth and gently wipe the inside of your visor. It creates a thin, invisible layer that prevents condensation from forming. That means no more fogging up at stoplights or on cold mornings. It's like an anti-fog coating, but way cheaper. Just don't overdo it. A light application is all you need. Too much, and you'll end up with a greasy visor, which is the last thing you want. This hack works on motorcycle mirrors too, keeping them clear no matter the weather. Up next, we all have been there where wanted TI. Remove an old sticker but don't want to deal with the sticky residue? WD-40 to the rescue. Spray a little on the sticker, let it sit for a minute, and peel it right off. No scraping, no mess. If there's leftover adhesive, just wipe it with a cloth and more WD-40. It dissolves glue like magic, leaving your bike looking clean and smooth again. Battery problems can ruin a ride faster than bad weather. To prevent corrosion, spray a little WD-40 on your battery terminals. It creates a barrier that keeps moisture and rust away, ensuring a strong start every time. Now imagine, if your suspension sounds like an old rocking chair, WD-40 can help. Spray it lightly on the pivot points and let it work its way in. You'll notice an instant improvement in how smoothly your suspension moves. Your spark plugs are stuck and refusing to budge? Well, WD-40 can make the job effortless. Spray a bit around the base of the plug, let it soak in, and twist. It loosens up stubborn plugs without stripping them, making your maintenance routine stress-free. Who knew WD-40 could do so much more than just stop squeaks? These hacks can save you time, money, and a whole lot of frustration on the road. So the next time you grab that can, remember, you've got the inside scoop that most riders don't. Which trick surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this useful, don't forget to subscribe for more game-changing motorcycle tips.